Why do most people give up on their dreams the moment things get difficult? I used to think it was about bad luck, but after reading The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, I realized it's actually a test. Most of us are just like Santiago, the shepherd boy. We see the signs, but we're too afraid to follow them. I've been at a crossroads in my life lately, and this book hit me like a physical blow. If you feel like you're meant for something more but don't know where to start, listen closely. This isn't just a fairy tale. It's a map for those who are brave enough to leave their sheep behind. Begins. The story starts with Santiago, a shepherd in Spain who loves his life but is haunted by a dream of treasure at the Egyptian pyramids. He meets an old king who tells him about his personal legend, the thing you've always wanted to accomplish. Santiago sells his flock and crosses the sea to Africa. And here's where the book first punched me in the gut. Within hours of arriving in Tangier, Santiago is robbed of every single penny. I remember reading this part and feeling a surge of pure, hot anger. I wanted to shout, "Is this what happens when you follow your dreams?" But Santiago doesn't go home. He spends a year working for a crystal merchant, turning a dying shop into a success. He could have stayed there, rich and comfortable. That's the trap we all face, choosing comfort over our destiny. But the omens called him back to the desert. Santiago joins a caravan to Egypt. In the middle of the desert, amidst tribal wars and shifting sands, he meets the Alchemist. This is where the meat of the book is. The Alchemist doesn't give him gold. He teaches him to listen to his heart and to the soul of the world. Santiago learns that fear is a bigger obstacle than the danger itself. At one point, he has to turn himself into the wind to survive. It sounds crazy, but on this page, I actually had to stop and catch my breath. It's a metaphor for that moment when you have to become someone completely new just to survive your own ambition. When Santiago finally reaches the pyramids and starts digging, he's beaten and robbed again. But the final irony, the treasure wasn't in Egypt. It was back in Spain, under the very tree where he had his first dream. I'll be honest, at this moment, I almost cried. Not because of the gold, but because of the realization he had to travel across the world just to find what was already his. He needed the journey to become the man who deserved the treasure. So, what did I take away from this? 1, signs are everywhere. If you stop paying attention, you stop living. 2, the midpoint trap is real. Don't mistake a comfortable crystal shop for your final destination. 3, fear is the liar. The fear of suffering is always worse than the suffering itself. My question to you, have you ever felt a sign that you ignored? Or maybe you're in your crystal shop right now? Let's talk in the comments. Rate this book from 1 to 10 and tell me, which world should I unmask for you next? See you in the next chapter.